Hi everybody, Mr. Beltran here. Today we're going to work on a little soccer passing. Okay, now I know some of you play soccer or maybe have played soccer in the past, so you already kind of know this. That's okay, it's a great way to review. For those of you who don't know how to do it, I'm going to show you how to do it correctly. Remember, we're just worried about the technique, okay? It's not going to look exactly the same as if you were outside on the grass or anything like that. So just worry about doing it properly, okay? First, you're going to need a little bit of space. I'm going to be passing into a wall, okay, that's on the side here. If you don't have a wall or you're not sure if you can do it into a wall, you can always just do it into some open space, okay? I'm going to be using a paper ball, okay? Since we are inside, I find a paper ball is going to be the best. But what I want you to do is take a few pieces of paper and crumple them up. So you're going to crumple up one, take another paper, crumple outside of that, and another one, probably like 3 or 4 sheets. And then kind of ends up a little bit bigger than just a regular paper ball. Okay, not quite as big as a soccer ball, but a little bit bigger than just a regular paper ball. Okay, so this is like 3 or 4 sheets of paper that I crumpled up here. Okay, so the key here is when you're passing, you want to use the inside part of your foot right here. Okay, you want to use the inside part of your foot, and you want your foot to be pointed up a little bit. So my toe is pointing up a little bit towards the sky. Okay, you don't want it to be flat on the ground. So if I'm passing to the wall, which is to my side right here, okay, I'm going to start behind my ball. The foot that I am not passing with, I'm going to step next to the ball. Okay, so I step next to the ball. There's a little bit of space here between my foot and the ball right here. This foot that's in the back here, this is the one that I'm going to use to pass. I'm going to turn it so that the inside of my foot is facing the ball, okay? And then I'm also going to point it up a little bit, okay? Because remember, I want it to be pointed up a little bit. Then I'm going to swing that foot back and then forth. And as I swing it forward, the inside of my foot's going to hit that ball as I pass, okay? And I just swing my leg forward until the ball passes forward straight ahead, okay? And I'm just going to grab my ball and I'm going to start again, okay? So I'm starting right behind it. It's step, turn that foot, point it up, okay? Swing it back and forth, okay? You can see my knee is a little bit bent. It's not super straight, it's not super bent. It's just a tiny bit bent as I do it, okay? And I'm swinging it back and forth. Okay, I'm going to turn to face the camera so you can kind of see it a little bit better here. So if this is my ball here, okay, I'm going to step, like I said, a little bit of space right here, okay, turn that foot, point it up a little bit, okay, and I'm going to swing it back and forth, okay. So that's the idea behind passing. Now, in soccer, you want to be able to pass with both feet. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice on the other side too. Now I know some of you are right-handed or right-footed, okay, and you like to use your right foot more, okay? But I still need you to practice with the left side also. Or some of you are the reverse. Some of you are left-footed and you like using your left foot more. I still need you to practice with your right foot because in soccer you need to practice with both. Okay, so what we're going to do here, what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video for about 5-6 minutes. Practice your passing, switching between the right foot and the left foot. Okay, so on one turn, I'm going to go step, turn that foot, point it up, swing it back and forth. Okay, and then on the next turn, I'm going to use my other foot. Okay, so I'm going to step, turn that foot, point it up, swing it back. Okay. Again, I'm just doing it into a wall. That's off to the side right here. If you don't have a wall, you can just be doing it into an open space. Okay, you don't need to kick the ball too hard. Just whatever space you have available to you. Okay, that's how hard you need to kick it. The main thing is trying to make sure you're using the inside part of your foot and getting that toe pointed up as you do it. Okay, so I want you to pause that video, or pause this video. Pause this video. Practice that for about 5 or 6 minutes, taking turns, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Okay, that way you can practice on both sides. And then when you're done, go ahead and come back to this video, okay? All right, now that you've been practicing for a few minutes, now I want you to try passing between the gates, all right? And what I mean by gates is you're gonna need 2 objects that you can use as cones, okay? They call them gates, but as cones, okay? I'm gonna be using 2 toilet paper rolls, okay? But you can use whatever you can find available in your house. You know, you can use a pair of shoes and then put the 2 shoes apart, okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna start by putting these 2 gates pretty far apart, maybe about as far as you can stick your arms out, okay, in your space. And then you're going to take your ball, and depending on how big your space is, you're going to move away from the gates that you made, okay? And the goal here is to try to pass the ball in between the gates without touching the cones. For me, those cones are going to be those toilet paper rolls, so I'm trying not to touch them, okay? You got to be able to do it with your right foot and left foot, okay? So I'm going to start right here, step, turn that foot, point the toe up, swing it back and forth, okay, right in the middle without touching them. Then I'm going to grab that ball, same spot that I was just in, okay, but now instead of using my right foot, I'm going to use my left foot this time, okay? So, step, turn that foot, point it up, swing it back and forth through the gates, okay? If you're able to do it with the right foot and left foot, then you're going to close those gates up a little bit, okay? Just do a little bit at a time, okay? Maybe about 6 inches or so closer together. Okay, so I'm going to move them a tiny bit closer together. Take my ball, do it again with the right foot and the left foot. You got to do it with both. If you don't do it with both, you got to keep trying until you do. Okay, and then closer together, closer together, closer together until they are really close together, where there's barely enough space to try to get the ball in between. Okay, so depending on what kind of ball you're using, how big your paper ball is how small you want to try to get that space. You want to get it, I'll show you right here. You want to try to get it where there's just barely enough space to get that ball through. Okay, so start it off far away. Okay, practice with the right foot and left foot, then a little closer, a little closer, a little closer, a little closer. Okay, and each time trying to get it through the gates with the right foot and left foot. Okay, practice that. Once you're done, go ahead and do those stretches. Don't forget to fill out that Google form. I'll see all of you next time.